Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Monday. Still spring break, but I thought I'd drop you a quick video. Just as promised yesterday, I thought I'd say a little bit about what Alberta Ed came out with on Friday. There was some new updates for what's going to happen with education moving forward. So what can we look for with school when we come back from break? So here's a couple little things. Number one, and I'd already mentioned this earlier, provincial achievement tests are off. So grade 6, grade 9, there will be no provincial achievement tests. So that's a big change. That doesn't mean there won't be final exams in grade 9. We're still kind of looking at what that could be like. And if we're back to school at a decent time, that's something we'd look at. But there will be no provincial achievement tests. Now, again, going back to my live video the other day, we don't know when we'll be back to school, what the government will choose. So we'll just wait and see on that. Now, second thing, diploma exams were also canceled. But on special circumstances, they still can be taken. So we're looking at the possibility of still having students writing the April diploma exams. I know there's a few of you grade 12s out there that wanted to do that. So just so you're aware, it's not something that we've written off fully yet, but is a possibility. Next thing, this is more for parents, but we want to encourage you and say that teachers are still going to be the head of learning. So we are not expecting parents to become homeschool teachers. So we're still going to work really hard to provide lessons and online activities. And there's kind of an outline in the new documents from Alberta Education kind of stating what the requirements for students are moving forward. So if you're in junior high, they're looking at roughly 10 hours of work a week. Now that may not sound like a lot, but I know what most of you do is roughly 15 to 20 hours of work in a regular school week. But with that being said, it's just something that we're kind of working with right now and figuring out what that will look like in terms of lessons and the amount of activities. And then looking at high school, we're looking at 3 hours of activities per week per course. And then also it has us sticking primarily to core courses and CTS and such. So there will be some changes, and we're still kind of looking through what that could be for school. But moving forward, there's a little bit of a reduced schedule, but that doesn't mean that activities won't be happening. And the other part that came out that was really important is there's an assistance program for students in terms of getting credits. So if a class that you're taking no longer can happen, there's a student's discretionary or principal's discretionary for awarding credits for students who weren't able to get them. So we're just going to see what that looks like and so on. But one of the neat things is students aren't automatically passed. So we have to look at where a student was at in terms of their marks and so on, and then making the best judgment moving forward. So some students were like, yeah, we don't have to try, we automatically pass. Unfortunately, that is not true, or from my perspective, actually. Fortunately, you still have to put some work in and so on. Yeah, just so you're aware that there is that program in place because we want to ensure that students have enough credits moving forward. And I can genuinely say as a school, we're really dedicated to trying to make this the highest quality education experience possible. So we want to make sure as a school that every kid still gets a valued education experience. They're still learning a ton because we want to look forward to the next grade or the next experience in life that you're moving on to, and to ensure that you're prepared. So it's not just about getting through this year, it's about having the best quality experience possible, gaining the core knowledge, the core skills that you need, that wherever you end up, next year in terms of next grade and so on, that you're prepared to move on. With that being said, let me know if you have any questions about that. I was thinking about possibly doing a live video next or later today if there's a ton of questions. If not, I may just answer them in my video tomorrow morning. Now, moving to other topics. First off, I owe you an apology. I still have not finished putting all the pictures together in a slideshow. I got caught up in my weekend, and I'm okay to admit that. It's spring break, so I just had a ton of fun with my kids. We were busy riding more roller coasters. We went out for walks. We've been playing little silly games and so on. So, I'll get to it tomorrow. With that being said, I've been getting some really cool videos and pictures of stuff that people have been baking sent to me. One of my favorites I got sent to today was a chocolate milk. It looked phenomenal. So homemade chocolate milk with whipped cream on top, and yeah, it looked good. For myself today, I made homemade waffles with fried chicken on them, whipped cream, maple syrup, wrapped them together. Here's a little photo. Yep. It was good. That was my little home baking experiment. I tried making gluten-free buns today. They were not good. Anybody who's ever tried to bake gluten-free will know that it's next to impossible to make buns taste good, and I lived up to that today. If you're looking for something to do today, I need recommendations or help creating a better intro to this thing. My little video montage here, whatever you want to call it, my YouTube channel, it needs some kind of an intro. So if you have recommendations for music or possibility recommendations for what I can do, or even if you want to make something and share it with me, let me know. I need help because my intro right now, although I'm enjoying the song of the day, I definitely could use some help. Yeah, so that's your challenge. If you're bored, make me a video. And here is your encouraging video of the day. You got rickrolled. Have an awesome day.